Dreadman is back, always keeping it heavy. So, it has occurred to me that it has been a year since I started this little show, and I must say I've met many, many wonderful people. The best people in the world are in the 814 metal community, and that's all I have to say about it. I mean, what the hell? You get a lot of this stereotypical bullshit. Oh, metalheads, rough people. Yeah, some of them are. Oh, racists, I'm sure a few of you are, but I don't see it. So, the community has treated me well, and I am so glad to be a part of it. So, since it's been a year, and I now know everyone in the scene, even people in Cleveland, Buffalo, etc., all over the fucking place, which is awesome. But a lot of you know me, the Dreadman, Dread Metal, Jay, yeah, that's me, but you don't know who I am, really. So I'm going to explain who I am. So, started my record collection at 9 years old, and, listened to various stuff, a little bit of rap music coming out at the time, a lot of punk, Clash, Bowie, stuff like that, that was popular in my time, Queen, etc. And then I discovered the greatness of rock and roll with Rush when I was in, like 6th grade, 12 years old or so. This quickly led to the glam metal thing, and then that quickly led to thrash, and then death metal. I'm really an old school death metal guy at heart. It's my favorite form of music, period. So, yeah. This is my background, seen all kinds of bands in the last 31 years. I worked a record store for about 7 years, all by myself, giving myself a very, very extensive knowledge of music. And this is why I believe I'm qualified to be doing what I do. I know everything about music, pretty much, and it is my passion. I used to play. I am a bass player, but I just don't have time for that now. Got 4 kids, 2 grandkids, I'm the old guy in the scene. So, now what I do is, I go to shows and try to promote some of the existing bands. So, I am 814 Metal's biggest fan. That's just the way it is. So, that is who I am. I am the Dreadman. That's who I am. Now, we've got a show for you. Recently saw Darke Complex come through town. They were the headlining band. Many of you know about this band. They're getting very big. Let's put it that way. But, as usual, we have our great 814 metal bands opening up the shows. So, we have a new band that's been up and coming, rising out of the ashes of bathed in formaldehyde, and don't get me wrong, I do believe Biff does still exist, but they have lost members, and it has resulted in 2 different bands, both of whom I'm going to show you on this program. So, without further ado, Joey Dunn from Bathed in Formaldehyde's new band, Raven's Law.
The song is called True Love Does Not Exist.
two different things. There's a little bit of death in there, but I'm gonna call them a no clean vocals, great heavy metalcore band. That's what I'm gonna call it. I fucking love it. They're doing great. They're coming up quickly. They have good talent in the band, and I know an EP is coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that. They're opening up a lot of shows around town. If you see Raven's Law on the bill, try to catch it. Alright, without further ado, we gonna talk about yet again, yes, because I love this fucking band, my homeboys. They just happen to play this show too, yet again, the wonderful fucking Gelatin Skeleton. Skeleton. You've seen them on the show before, and I'm sure you're gonna fucking see them again. They are my homies. Love those boys. And just because they're my homies doesn't mean I'm gonna give them a great review all the time. But I have to say, I haven't seen them play badly yet. They're fucking great. So, yet again, I'm gonna say, well, I love the scrap metal. They throw everything into the mix. Terry's got the death metal vocals going on, and they do a nice fucking groove. It's very different from any other death metal I've heard, because it's scrap metal. My homeboys, Gelatin Skeleton, definitely love those guys, and you need to see them if you never have. Absolutely go see them. They are fucking great. So, without further ado, next band that we saw, another band that rose out of the ashes of Bathed in Formaldehyde. I already did an interview with them, and this is the same show, but I'm going to play you the other clip I've got of them. Verutum. Alright, so, I know I said that I was going to play you some new footage from Verutum, but that is not the case, because I don't have any. So, we're going to replay you one of the tracks from the Verutum interview. If you want to see the other song, you should watch the Verutum interview episode. As I said before in the interview episode, which you guys all should fucking watch that anyway, Verutum, I was very surprised to hear what came out of this, because they did kind of come from the ashes of Bathed in Formaldehyde, which is typically pretty much a metalcore band, alright? But these guys have upped the ante, and they're doing deathcore, and I fucking love it, and I think it's great. You guys have to see these guys. These guys are a new band I think that's really going to rise quickly on top of the scene if they continue to do what they're doing, and I know they will because they have the love for the heavy. So, go see Verutum, all you deathcore fans, all you heavy music, the real good guttural. If you love that, you gotta go see him. Alright, now for the headlining act, Darke Complex, check it out. in the 814. Now, I did have a problem with this gig, okay? But it wasn't the playing, it wasn't the band per se, it had to do with sound. I think the band played tight. What they kind of do, I don't know if I'd really call it, maybe it is new metal, because it has the rappy thing in there, and it's kind of got a Linkin Park vibe to it a little bit, but it's definitely their own thing. That's the one thing about it. My problem with the gig, like I said, they played well. They're a good band. If you like the whole new metal thing, maybe you definitely want to check them out. You'll probably love it, basically. But the one singer wore this leather mask, and I don't know if it was that or the microphone volume, but I kind of had issues with the clarity of the vocals. A lot of it sounded a little muffled to me. You can hear it, it's just a little low, I believe. Not a big deal, but it does take away from the show experience overall. You want to be able to hear those vocals really well, which is a big issue, period, in music, by the way. It's not just this band. Every band I've seen every once in a while has problems with these microphones. You gotta kick that fucking shit up and make sure the fans can hear the vocals. So that was my issue with Darke Complex. Otherwise, they are a good band for the new metal fans, and if you just like something a little bit different with a little bit of a different vibe, you can check out Darke Complex. I thought they were, they played well. Like I said, I just had issues with the volume of the vocals. Don't know if it was that leather mask or just the fucking microphones. So, anyway, next episode, we're going to go back to the 814. We're going to finish that up. Finishing up the 814 Metal Fest from last year. Some of the best bands are left that we saw last year, and I saved it for right now because, of course, in about 3 weeks, a little less than 3 weeks, we're going to be back at 814 Metal Fest again. Yes! Very psyched for this event, and want to thank Miyagi Allen again for holding this every year. It's fucking great. Anyone in the area who loves metal, heavy music, come out to the 814 Fest, find a band that's playing for your tickets, and just get there. It's a great experience. So, without further ado, like, comment, share, subscribe, thumbs up, all that stuff, please. It helps me out to do what I do. So, keep it heavy. Alright, now I know I had actually ended the episode, but forgot to mention one thing, and it is this. From my very good friends in Requiem for Oblivion. Yes, this, my friends, is a piece of gold. Technical progressive death metal at its finest, right here from the beautiful shores of the 814. Definitely, death metal fans will want to get their hands on Burning Nation, the new album. So, to get it, go on Bandcamp to download. You can also order it from Bandcamp. As well, you can get a hold of, just like the Requiem for Oblivion Facebook page. And I'm sure that somebody will get a hold of you there. And you can get your copy of a great technical progressive CD, new release just out. And it gets the Dreadman's 5 stars. Alright, now, that is the end of the episode. See you next time, and still,